the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Las Vegas.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves. With a 2nd and 3.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Yo, stop it, quiet, if it's snow. I done got it, see my jewels. Shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, we try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
This is Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fight.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Moreau here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
To number 6.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
To number 31. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
43-yard line.
back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up
on 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
kick is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Field and down into Steeler territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now on first down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's taken down inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Harris has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Steelers.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Steelers first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football. Now a hit and a loose football. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's a give to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Into the red zone, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check the backer, check the backer. Shift. Check 9, check 9. 60 Bison. Check the outs.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
The line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Raiders' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
If you were me.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
A handoff to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Play action. Now Wentz.
Las Vegas.
Catch made. It's Moreau. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Take the ball. Check, 55.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
They'll take over.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Wentz's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
On play action, it's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Complete
From 21 yards away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 7-yard
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
That's whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
They opt to go for it, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Steelers 42. Raiders 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Flynn. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10.
25 yards that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
To kick off.
Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Steelers 42.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 31-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Escapes the defender. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.